everybody, today I'm working on a Grapevine wreath because it has been a while since I've made one. I found one and I was like, I'm gonna get that. This one came from Walmart. I don't know where the tag is, I just cut it off. 18 inches, they're like $5. I think that's a decent deal because I like these from Walmart because the branches of the grapevine or whatever this actually is, I don't know. They're really thin. And the wire around them matches really nicely. Every grapevine you get is going to have something wrong with it. Like, I made hundreds of these, and I've had 100 different problems with each one. Most of which you never see because, you know, we cover them up. This one has a big break right here and one of the bigger branches. I don't want to deal with that, so I'm going to put that to the back. And then I'm looking at this in my monitor right now because it kind of helps a little bit to see. This is slightly thicker. Is it a big deal? No. I mean, if this was like straighter, then yeah, this would be a problem. But it's a round wreath, just this is slightly thicker. So if we're going to put stuff on here, let's try to put it here. It doesn't have to be down here. I mean, if it's at the top, you would put this at the top or at the bottom, whatever. But I'm going to concentrate on right here. I have this Monogram sign from Dollar General. I want you to take a good long look at this because it has 4 layers of foam and then pipe cleaners, and I still managed to shoot staples through to the front. I don't know how good you can see that. I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. Can you see them right here? And then a little bit right here, and then a little bit right here. I wouldn't sell this like this. This is for my friend Michelle. I'm making it for her so she can have a autumn, the Halloween, through Thanksgiving wreath. I'm gonna fix this. I pounded them down. Like if you ever shoot through a sign, I put a piece of foam over it and then I pounded it with the hammer to push the staples back in because I couldn't get them out. Obviously, I mean, there's so much stuff on the back of there. And I'm just gonna go over it and just not paint like a big swatch. I'm just gonna like touch up where the MDF is showing because the only reason you can really see these, which I mean, can you see them from there? I don't know because I'm looking at a little 2-inch screen. But it's only showing because this color is showing underneath. So if it was for somebody else, I would get a new sign. If I can't match this, I will just go buy a new sign. It was $3.50, and you know, but I think it's going to be fine. And to figure out where I wanted to place this, I just kind of said, all right, this is where I want it. Like this is where I want it. And then I kind of felt around here, said that it needs to come across here, and that's where my line of pipe cleaners went. So because I might end up replacing this, let me see. I want it there. So instead of going through the grapevine, I'm going to go around it. But I might replace it, but I am pretty sure if I had any orange paint, this would have been fixed already. If you watch my candy corn video, you know I ain't got no orange paint in this whole house for some reason. Got 73 different kinds of pink glitter. 890,000 yards of different kinds of yarn. But orange paint? Nope. So if you weren't gonna just go around, I don't mind this. I mean, it's gonna get tucked under. I'm gonna put some glue on it. I don't have a problem with these pipe cleaners showing, you know, once they're neatened up. Like I wouldn't leave them like all willy-nilly. But yeah, that's on there. It feels pretty good except for right here and right here. So I think, isn't it loving this bow? So I might be able to sneak another. That's what I'm gonna have to go through. I'll probably end up changing that bow. Like, can you just go through? this is what y'all tune in for. Let me tell you about the day I had while I'm doing this. I went off this morning to... Where is this coming out from? I went to Dollar Tree this morning because I know they're going to put out those vintage Halloween signs, and they're going to immediately sell out, and I can guarantee you there's no one in this parish, probably this city, who loves vintage Halloween more than me. I can't get this through. So, she's just going to go around. Yeah, that's a lot better. I'll get back to Dollar Tree in a minute. So I have this on here. I'm not trying to go overboard because every time I show Michelle a Wreath, she's like, I like it. It's not for me. And I'm like, no, it's not for you. It's for somebody who would pay for a wreath, not somebody who would give me 15 cents and be like, make me something because you're cheap. She knows these things. Nobody think I'm exposing her any more than I have in any other video I've done. So, trying to keep this simple, I'm just going to add some leaves. I'm going to add a bow, I think, right here. So, let's make that. I'm just going to make a simple 3-loop bow with this. Is this buffalo check even if it's small? I'm using like every shade of orange I have. Loops, 6 inches, you know, same thing I always do. I'm not going to subject you to watching that again. I think I'm going to leave these tails a little bit longer, though. Maybe like 12 inches? And I want to put them on separately, so I'll just cut these first. What are we going to do? We're going to line this up perfectly. Don't make me break out a protractor. Good enough. So I'll put the tails on and then I will go through and do my bow on top. So I go to Dollar Tree. They don't have the signs, of course. They don't have, oh, they did have some stuff. What did I get? I got that Harlequin ribbon. I don't know where I put it. In the black and orange one I've been seeing places. I got that. I got some of those big candle holders that I got for something. I don't even know why I got them. Anyway, I get what I need. Get out of there because I don't want to be in there. I get out and there's somebody parked so close to my car that I cannot get in. And there's a woman just sitting in the car, like in the passenger seat. And I'm like, okay, so like she's parked really close and I'm like, I can probably squeeze in there. Maybe. They're gonna try to squeeze in. I can get the door open about this much. And I don't want to alarm anybody, but I'm not this wide. I'm like this wide. Oh no! This one. So like I'm just kind of standing there and like the woman in the car is looking at me and I'm like, can you call whoever's inside the store and tell them that they parked basically up my, you know what? So she's just kind of looking at me and she like gives me this like, you know what, eating grin. Oh, look at this. It's patched together. Why y'all put, I mean, are y'all gonna do this? Just don't put the, oh, you, well, don't put the damn adhesive on it. It's so sticky. Thankfully, I only need one more loop. I would have to fight somebody. So she's like looking at me, she's like, So I wait for, I mean, I don't wait like a significant amount of time. Maybe I can just leave this on here, huh? Does it have 3 tails? She's looking at me and I'm like, oh my god. So I wait a significant amount of time. Like, who's in Dollar Tree for an extended amount of time? Like, not me. Like, I'm like, oh, look, there's the same garbage I always have. And then they have this one new thing. See, I'm just like sitting there and nothing's happening. So I'm like, all right, well, it's about to start pouring down raining. I'm gonna have to get home eventually. So I open the passenger side of my car, climb over, knock one of my little air freshener things out of the air conditioning vent. I have to take my shoes off. I'm like moving and I feel something pull in my side and I'm like, okay, well, here we go with this. I get one leg over. I'm like, all right, so now I'm straddling like the console. There is a Powerade bottle sticking me directly up my butt. What else? And then I have to get my other leg over. And like, this is not a problem of me not being a little tiny thing. This is a problem of me being 6'4", trying to get into this car from the wrong side and having long supermodel legs like Naomi Campbell. So I'm like trying to get in there. The woman's staring at me. I'm sure I look like a complete idiot. I go to move my right leg over. I hit the rear view mirror and like knock it sideways. I like lean on my horn and the thing that was up my butt, the Powerade bottle, falls over onto my driver's seat. So now I'm sitting on it when I finally land. And I'm like, you know, hyperventilating. So I pull the bottle out. No, I drive off, pull the bottle out, park away from everybody, pull the bottle out, sit up straight, put on my shoes, come home. And I was like, well, that's it. I'm just never going to have to leave again. I'm just not going to do it. The best part is they weren't even from here. Like, I expect that kind of nonsense from people who live around here. They were from Michigan. So if anybody knows who they are, let me know in the comments. Because I would like to drag them publicly in a video. A dedicated video. That woman, she was just sitting there, chilling. I said, oh, girl. Let me cut wrong sided. Girl, like that. Should I add something else to this? Like, I feel because these oranges don't match, it's gonna look a little silly if I don't throw another ribbon in here, huh? And I did this backwards again, because I always do. Okay, that's, what do we think? Just the orange? I have this right here, and I'm like in love with this ribbon. But no, I think I'm just gonna do the orange. So yeah, that was my adventure this morning. I texted my mom and I was like, I can't get in my damn car. And she's like, what's wrong? Did you forget how to unlock it? I was like, shut up, Mom. Listen. Did you come down here? I was like, is there somebody I know here that I trust to like squeeze into this little? Oh no, I'm not taking it out. Squeeze into this little bitty opening and back my car up for me. Because I waited as long as I was gonna wait. It was about to rain and it was 1,000 degrees. No, ma'am, Suzanne. Okay, and if I've learned anything from my lantern video, it's that we're going to get these where they need to go before I cinch that down. Y'all see that lantern video? What a mess. Well, not the video itself, just like freaking bow. Like, you're driving me crazy here. Okay, you can't tell me that this loop is not 3.5 feet longer than the other loop. What is this? None of these are the same length. How did I manage to do that? Where are you pulling? Where are you pulling? Here. Okay. I'm using these brown pipe cleaners because they kind of match the Grapevine, kind of. So yeah, that's all I did this morning. I wasn't going to do anything, and then I was like, I feel like when I don't leave the house, the day lasts forever. I said, let me go to Dollar Tree, see if there's anything there, and then maybe I'll have a video to film, even though I knew I was going to come home and film this. Okay, so I'm going to give this one last tug, and pretend for 1 second I know where my wire cutters are. They were literally just right here. Okay, well, you know. Anything? Jeez. I'm such a disorganized mess. Y'all are like, yeah, you are. Okay. Move you there, bring you over here. I want this kind of like here. Oh, look, if I can kind of put it like that, it might cover up a little bit of that, of at least this little mess up right here. This is the one that's bothering me the most. Alright, so here. No, I think that takes away from the actual, like, pumpkin part. So do we think we can get this one through? Okay, the first one's through. Don't be cocky, Adam. I want somebody to, like, take my videos and make a compilation of me trying to, like, get things through wreaths. And if you're thinking, didn't he have a wire? Didn't he have something? He had a needle? Where is that needle? This ribbon's kind of crappy. Not crappy, it's just like flimsy. And I am definitely going to stick a grapevine ball in here. Once I get these where I want them to go, which who knows how long that'll take. Did I tell you how I'm going to invent a bow maker? I'm pretty sure I have. Because every time I make a bow, I'm like, I need to invent a bow maker. Alright, I want these to kind of be like big, big, small, small, you know, like separated by each one. I wouldn't mind if it was pulled up a little bit. How's that? That looks stupid. Okay, whatever. And if you're wondering, hey, has he had that glue pot glued in, plugged in this whole time and it's still not hot? Yep. Okay, that's something. Okay, so there we are with that. And at this point, I'm gonna stop recording the damn video so I can find the freaking wires. Never mind, I found it much faster than I thought it. They're not pliers. What are these? Wire cutters? I don't know if I'm feeling this bow, y'all. Should have added that other one in there. Made it a lot smaller, or both. But, yeah. It is what it is. Let me turn this glue around so it'll melt a little faster. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I have my favorite leaves, not those, because I used some of those yesterday. I want 2 full picks. Do I want 2 full picks? Yes. You know what? I mean, sometimes in life, you have to make difficult decisions. This is not a hard one. I hate that bow. Okay, so, as I was saying, I'm going to cut these down, but I'm going to leave them kind of long. If I can get the sticker off my finger. I'm just going to place these around. See, I'm all aggravated because of that woman. I don't even know if it was a woman who parked the car, but it's just a woman who was in the car, and I was like, oh god. So I'm gonna do like some here, some up here, maybe put the bow over here. I don't know. I just, that bow is not doing it for me. You ever watch a movie where like you're watching the movie and you're like, oh, this is a cute little romance movie, and then somebody dies? Like the person you least want to die dies. I watched a movie like that yesterday, and when I was done, it was like a 2-hour movie too. I was like, why is this movie so long? And they kept doing this thing where it was like 5 years later, 11 months later. But it wasn't like super obvious. Like one time it was written like as sidewalk chalk. It was like written like on a corner, and it said like 11 months later, and I was like, wait, have I been missing those the whole time? Is that why this guy, like, he was like in high school and now he's like a senior in college in a different town, and it was the next scene? But yeah, I was watching, I was like, this is good, it's like lighthearted, like there was some drama in the beginning, but everything worked out, and then it was like, nope, he's dead. I hate that. It's like from a storytelling point of view, like I don't like it because there's no other way you could have created a little bit of drama and intrigue without killing somebody. Maybe it's because my entire family died this year, but I'm sensitive to that lately. I'm almost also sensitive to there being nothing to watch on YouTube. Can you imagine that? Like, nobody's posting anything, there's nothing in my recommended videos. I don't know what's going on. Is it just too hot? Did I take off the beginning of August and everybody took off the end of August? I don't know what's going on. And let me tell you one, see how I'm cutting these all apart? If you wanted to, you could just jam this whole thing in here and spread it out. I don't do that. Oh, maybe I have to because if I can't get it back up, but there it goes. Yeah, you can put these on first and then just put the pumpkin on top of it. I just want to be a bit... Oh, I cut 3 stems at once, y'all. I just want to be a bit more, like, purposeful. And I think instead of, like, coming up, I'm gonna go around, maybe? Yeah, like around here some. Grapevines are great because you can just stick whatever you want in them, and it's gonna grab onto a bunch of stuff. watched like 4 movies yesterday. I don't remember what any one of them was about except for the guy who died. What do we think? Do I need the bow? I need a bow, I think. I just don't know that I need that one. Maybe I don't need a bow. Are bows too fancy for Michelle? She's probably got this video playing in the background while she cleans something. She's like, wait, what is it? Is he talking about me again? Is he telling all my deepest, darkest secrets? She told me she's reading some dumb book. And I was like, haha, you're a nerd, you read some book about, like, I don't know, being productive or, like, not being miserable. She's like, you'd like it, it's about not being miserable. And I was like, being miserable is, like, my favorite thing. What are you talking about? Something about how, like, she needs to clean the bathroom and she doesn't want to, but at least she can. Like, at least she has the time to do it and she's able to do it, and she has, like, the cleaning supplies, and I was like, what are you telling me here? You telling me I need to clean my bathroom? Because that's not happening. Then the more she talked about it, I was like, I need to read that book and become a productive member of society. And then I thought about it some more and I was like, nobody wants that. Nobody wants me going places and doing things. This is like the perfect consistency of glue. I think I'm going to try to sneak one in like right over here. Oh, I went kind of heavy-handed down here. I'm coming through and just kind of lifting these up. Because I am guilty so many times of finishing one of these wreaths and then going outside to take pictures of it and completely rearranging everything on it. So let's do that before we turn off the camera. I'm so upset that I went through here. Alright, I also have, I don't know when I got these, but I just want the pine cones. I pulled these out of an old arrangement I had. I mean, they look like they're definitely Dollar Tree. I want these, like, cattails or... Ow! You heard that? Maybe. That one literally almost flew in the glue pot. That's garbage. I used to have these too. Well, I guess I still do have them. They're just slowly being cannibalized. These giant, two giant... I don't even know what they were. It was 2 blocks of styrofoam. There was 2 separate things. It was a block of styrofoam, and it had a bunch of floral stuck into it, and one of them went in the corner of my door, my outside door, and one of them went on the corner of my cabinet in my kitchen. Just like super full, and I've slowly been taking them apart to harvest their pieces. Not because I didn't like them or anything, I was just like, eh. They had like $40 worth of Dollar Tree florals in them. Okay. That's trash. This one doesn't have a thing on it, so it just looks like a turkey sausage or something. Yo, it is thundering something crazy outside. I would be worried, but all I know is that that rain is making the sun stay away, and it is making. I don't want that. Oh, look how nice the cotton from Dollar Tree used to be. This is a couple of years ago, but yeah. Now it just looks like a cotton ball with some plastic crap around it. The sun is keeping, the rain is keeping the sun away. The sun is helping to keep the heat away. And this is good napping weather. I went back to sleep twice this morning. Don't worry, I'm not freaking out about it. Can you go in there? I just said, I was just spoke highly of Grapevine's ability to just like stick things anywhere, and now you don't want to go in. I woke up at 5 and I was like, nope. No, I woke up at like 4 and I was like, nope. And I went back to sleep and woke up at like 5:30 and I was like, okay. And I stayed in bed till like 6. I had to leave to go get something for breakfast because I used all my eggs yesterday. And then I came home, went back to sleep at like 7. I don't know what was going on. But I don't know if I want to go sleep or I just want to like go lay down, enjoy the rain sounds, and watch a movie. It's like my idea of a perfect day. Go in. I'm like looking for a movie series to watch. And I keep saying it's going to be Harry Potter, but then I'm like, ugh, these aggravating British children. I'm going to actually steal another leaf off of here because I need one. Okay, and do we want flowers? It just looks kind of a Dollar Tree without a bow or anything else on it. This would be nice because it's lighter. What are these supposed to be? Dahlias? Okay. If you say so. Pretty soon I'm going to have a wreath that just has like one type of every flower I have because I've taken like, you know, a little bit off of this bush, a little bit off of that bush. Oh, I started watching Creepshow, the series. The new one. And I was like, I'm kind of into this. But at the same time, I didn't finish watching it, so what does that tell you? But I started watching it like really late one night and I was like, I gotta go to bed. Alright. So there is where we're at. I should actually be down a little bit like that, but that's okay. So you still see some of the grapevine, which if I'm using a grapevine, I want you to see it, you know? I don't know what's wrong with this bow. Oh, does it look better up there? More over here. Maybe up here, like across from there? Let's see that. Look at this bag of pumpkins I got from Dollar Tree. Aren't they cute? Not Dollar Tree. That other place I go. Walmart. Alright. I got one side through. Everybody hold your breath. Actually, no. I'm not gonna be liable if you pass out because you're holding my breath waiting for me to get a pipe cleaner through. Never mind, you could have held your breath. I did get it. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to call my therapist. This is a big day for me. This is an important day. That's something like I would call and he'd be like, wait, you really finally did it? And I'll be like, yeah, I did. I'm proud of me. I mean, I hope I turn this wreath around and I like where this bow is. That was the problem with the tail's too long. Like when you're putting a bow on something, like it's so the tiniest thing. Like I'm just cutting off like a half an inch here, and that might make all the difference in the world. Is Madonna's dad still alive? Do y'all think he looks at her and he's like, who is that? I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, does Madonna's family even recognize her anymore since she's like, I don't know if y'all have seen pictures of Madonna lately. She's currently Korean. Remember she was like from Michigan and then she went to New York and then she was British and now she's Korean? Like it's that specific. That's how specific her work is. That she doesn't just look Asian, she looks Korean. But you'll know if I had Madonna money, I'd be every kind of nationality too for a while. I just like start showing a place and be like, surprise, I'm British. Surprise, I'm Korean. Surprise, I'm Greek now. Oh, we have fun together, y'all. Okay, so... This is not me. Especially because this bow is like dead center in the top of the wreath. This is not me, but you know what? Contractors build houses they don't like all the time. And plumbers, I don't think any of them like digging in people's toilets. So, just because it's not me doesn't mean Michelle won't like it. I mean, she'll definitely appreciate it. I could have just like given her a Snickers bar with a leaf glued to it and she'd be like, oh my god, thank you, so creative, you're amazing. She's like one of my few friends who gets handmade gifts because she actually appreciates it. I was talking to her yesterday about handmade gifts. I was like, how much of that crap do you still have that I gave you? She's like, everything. Like I gave her this, I don't know how old we were. We were young. It's a flower. It's an orchid that's coated in resin, and they made a necklace out of it. She still has it. I gave her a sweater last year that I knitted. She got wreaths all over the house. I think the only thing I want to do is move this here more, but I guess you'll see what happens in the final pictures. I mean, it might be a completely different wreath by then. But yeah, this doesn't have to take as long as it took me. But, you know, if you find a sign, wire it to a grapevine wreath. Don't staple through the front, and then you have to figure out how to mix paint to cover it. Slap a bow on, and you're done. Because this is like 1, 2, 3, $6.50, like a $12, $13 wreath maybe. And that's cute. Make a bunch of them for Christmas, give them out. Find you some signs somewhere. Probably cheaper somewhere else than at Dollar General, I'm sure. Or make your own signs. Alright. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna move this bow, I think, though. So, here are the pictures, and I will see you guys later. Bye.